Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers note that a familiar face is returning to the land of fashion. According to Soap Opera Digest, SOB, Matthew Atkinson is slated for a comeback, reprising his infamous Thomas Forrester character. Details below. As per the SOD report, Ridge Forrester's Thorsten Kaye and Taylor Hayes's Rebecca Budig son will be seen back in Los Angeles sometime in early September. Atkinson left the CBS soap in March 2024 and headed to Paris after Hope Logan, Annika Noel, rejected Thomas's proposal of marriage. He ended their romance and took his son, Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samiri, with him. Thomas returned later that year in June to reveal that he was engaged to Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, and the two departed the canvas together, returning to France later in July 2024. Atkinson hopped on Instagram this past Monday, August 11, teasing a return to the B&B when he posted a video where he was playing cornhole outside of what seemed to be the soap's new filming location, the Sunset Las Palmas Studios. The actor's caption read, "Second time's a charm." With that said, so much has changed in LA since he's left, so it'll be interesting to see how Thomas gets involved in the mix. His parents' reunion seems to be falling apart since Ridge has had an epiphany surrounding his feelings for Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, not to mention his soon-to-be mother-in-law, Grace Buckingham. Cassandra Creech got busted for faking Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, brain tumor. Then there's also the fact that Hope recently got engaged to Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. So there's plenty of drama on the horizon with Thomas' return. As of this writing, no word on whether Diamond White will be reprising the role of Paris Buckingham too. Are you excited about Matthew Atkinson reprising the role of Thomas Forrester? 4 months. The Bold and the Beautiful fans have been crying out for the return of one of the show's most layered and unpredictable characters, Thomas Forrester. Well, the wait is finally over. Matthew Atkinson, the actor who redefined the role with equal parts charm, menace, and heartbreak, is officially back on set and ready to step once again into the complicated shoes of Ridge and Taylor's son. And from what's already leaking out from insiders at CBS, his return won't be quiet, humble, or without seismic fallout for nearly every major character on the canvas. Why Matthew Atkinson's return is such a big deal. When Atkinson first stepped into Thomas's shoes in 2019, the character had been absent from the forefront for some time, often floating between occasional family scenes and design room cameos. But Atkinson brought with him a new energy, dangerous obsession, deep-seated insecurities, and a relentless need for approval that made Thomas one of the most fascinating anti-heroes the show has ever seen. Whether it was his dark spiral involving Hope Logan, his twisted cover-ups, or his rare but memorable moments of redemption, Thomas kept viewers glued to their screens. When Atkinson exited earlier this year, it left a noticeable hole in the storytelling. Hope moved on with Liam, or so it seemed. Steffi and Ridge faced new dramas without their scheming ally. And the fashion world at Forrester Creations lost its brilliant but volatile designer. The idea of bringing Thomas back now, especially with the current romantic and corporate chaos unfolding, sets the stage for fireworks. The official word from CBS. The network isn't hiding its excitement about Atkinson's comeback. In a short but tantalizing press release, CBS confirmed Matthew Atkinson is returning to The Bold and the Beautiful as Thomas Forrester. Thomas has been away pursuing professional opportunities abroad, but his return to Los Angeles will be anything but simple. While vague, those words have soap fans buzzing. Anything but simple could mean anything from rekindling old feuds to unveiling a game-changing secret. Where Thomas has been, the official storyline cover. When Thomas left Los Angeles, the on-screen reason was simple: he'd taken a prestigious fashion opportunity in Paris. Ridge framed it as a career move to elevate Forrester Creations' global profile. but Hope clearly viewed it as Thomas needing space after their complicated personal relationship imploded. The writers cleverly left the door wide open for a future return, and now it looks like they're ready to walk him right back through it. But if history is any guide, the Thomas who steps off that plane from Paris won't be the same man who left. Absence can either heal wounds or sharpen grudges. Hope and Thomas, unfinished business. When Thomas left, Hope's feelings were still a tangled web. She admitted she cared for him but couldn't commit in the way he wanted. In his absence, she's been navigating her life, dealing with Liam's constant back and forth loyalties, and the emotional strain of raising Beth. Thomas' return could easily reignite that spark, or bitterness. Insider buzz. Expect an intense, accidental reunion between the two in the design room. Word is, Thomas returns to work on a make-or-break couture collection, and the first time he sees Hope again, the chemistry is so electric that other Forrester employees take notice. Steffi has been dealing with crises of her own, from marital tension with Finn to corporate drama at Forrester. Thomas has always been fiercely loyal to his sister, but he's also not afraid to challenge her authority if he thinks she's steering the family business in the wrong direction. Expect a possible sibling clash over creative control, especially if Thomas believes Steffi's recent decisions have been too cautious. Steffi might be CEO, but Thomas knows how to push her buttons and win public opinion in the Forrester boardroom. Ridge adores his son, but has been burned by Thomas's choices before. With Brooke back in his life, Ridge may feel pressure to keep Thomas on a short leash, particularly if Thomas makes moves toward Hope. Brooke's protectiveness over her daughter could create explosive dinner table arguments between Ridge and the Logan matriarch. Don't be surprised if Ridge ends up in the impossible position of defending Thomas, while privately wondering if he's falling back into dangerous patterns. CBS casting insiders are whispering that a new female character will be introduced around the same time Thomas returns, possibly a powerful European fashion executive who followed him from Paris. This woman could stir up major tension, not only between Thomas and Hope, but also in the Forrester fashion department. If she turns out to be both his former lover and business partner, expect sparks, and maybe even a full-on romantic triangle that puts Hope in the role of jealous ex. In a recent interview with a popular soap magazine, Atkinson revealed he was thrilled to step back into Thomas's world. Thomas is one of those characters who can go from hero to villain and back again in the space of a week, Atkinson said. That's what makes playing him so much fun. You never really know if he's going to be your favorite character or the one you're yelling at through the TV. He also hinted that fans can expect a different kind of Thomas this time around. He's had time away, and that changes a person. But at his core, he's still driven by love, family, and a need to prove himself, sometimes in the wrong ways. Sources on set describe Atkinson's first week back as electric. Scenes between him and Annika Noel, Hope, reportedly had the crew leaning in to watch. His first episode back will air during a Friday cliffhanger, a strategic move by producers to keep fans talking all weekend. Wardrobe insiders say Thomas' return will also bring a noticeable style shift to Forrester fashion. His Paris-inspired designs will play a role in the show's visual storytelling, with bolder colors and daring cuts making their way onto the runway. The timing of Thomas' return isn't random. The Bold and the Beautiful is currently knee-deep in multiple intersecting plots. Corporate intrigue, romantic betrayals, and long-simmering rivalries. Dropping Thomas into the mix could throw Hope's love life into chaos, especially if Liam's attention is divided elsewhere. Give Ridge a new family conflict to juggle. Create a power struggle at Forrester between Thomas, Steffi, and even Brooke, who often acts as a silent boardroom influencer. Introduce a major fashion competition storyline, possibly against a rival design house. The minute news of Atkinson's return broke, #Thomas Forrester and #Matthew Atkinson trended across social platforms. Some fans celebrated with messages like, "Finally, Hope's love life just got interesting again." Forrester Creations has been too calm lately. Welcome back, Thomas. Paris was nice, but Lay is where Thomas belongs. Others, however, expressed concern. If he messes with Hope again, I'm done. Please don't let him go dark. We want redeemed Thomas. This split reaction is exactly what makes the character so compelling. Everyone has a strong opinion about him. While the network is keeping tight-lipped about the specifics, here's what's been pieced together from credible spoilers. Scene 1. The Forrester private jet lands at LAX. Thomas steps off wearing a sharply tailored Parisian suit, looking every bit the world-class designer. Scene 2. He walks into Forrester Creations unannounced during a high-pressure design meeting. The room falls silent. Scene 3. Hope looks up from a sketchpad and freezes. Their eyes lock. A beat passes. Then Thomas smiles that dangerous, heart-melting smile. It's a slow-burn re-entry that promises both nostalgia and new beginnings. Bringing Thomas back now sets up the rest of the year for some of the juiciest storytelling B&B has had in a while. Expect fall sweeps. Thomas in a romantic tug-of-war with Hope and possibly another woman. Thanksgiving drama. A Forrester family dinner where past sins are rehashed, leading to someone storming out. Christmas cliffhanger. A shocking kiss under the mistletoe. But not between the couple you expect. If the writers lean into Thomas's complexity, we could see a redemption arc that genuinely sticks, or a slow descent into obsession that blows up everyone's lives by February sweeps. It's worth noting that The Bold and the Beautiful has been subtly setting the stage for Thomas's comeback. Over the past month, characters have name-dropped him more frequently, often in ways that suggest unresolved issues. Hope has been glancing wistfully at old designs. Rich has made offhand remarks about needing fresh creative blood, and Steffi has expressed frustration with the direction of the couture line. From a production standpoint, the show is heading into a competitive rating season, and bringing back a fan-favorite actor in a volatile role is exactly the kind of move that can spike interest and keep viewers hooked. Matthew Atkinson's return as Thomas Forrester isn't just a casting decision. It's a narrative grenade lobbed into the heart of The Bold and the Beautiful. His presence changes dynamics instantly, raises the stakes for ongoing plots, and ensures that every romantic, corporate, and family scene has the potential to swerve into the unexpected. For fans who love the mix of high fashion and high drama that only B&B can deliver, this is the best kind of news. For the characters living in Thomas's world, well, they might not be quite as thrilled. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUBTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.